In this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly how you can build a life for yourself that you don't need a vacation from. If you're like me, how I was about 15 months ago, working a 9-to-5 job, going in the office 3 to 5 days a week, not really enjoying it, getting your 2K check at the end of every month, and the only time you have to yourself other than weekends is the 28.5 days of annual leave, whatever that is, to go and actually put yourself first, explore the world and travel when you've been wanting to do that. I'm going to explain to you how you can build a life that you do not need to have a vacation from and you don't need to actually escape. How you can constantly not live on holiday, but live a life full of experience and live a life full of meaning. Allow you to have location freedom while still monetizing and making money, and also positioning and living in wherever part of the world that you see fit. If you cannot stand to the end of this video because of your shit dopamine or because, you know, this girl texted you back on IG, bro, you're cooked, I can't help you, right? If you're really trying to lock in, get the notebook out, my G. Let's get the Miro board out, my G, and let's get to work. How do you build a life that you don't actually need vacation from? Because if you're watching this video, let me guess, you're most likely working a 9-to-5 job that, you know, pays the bills, gets you by, but it's not really what you actually want to do. Or you're working a job and you've got your little side business, side hustle that's going on as well. But simply, when it comes down to it, bro, you have built or fallen into a life for yourself that you feel like you still need to escape from and you still need to have a vacation from, right? So let's jump in. What type of life do you actually need a vacation from, right? Because if you're anything like me, you're probably thinking like, bro, like, what's my man on about? Why is he talking about you need a vacation? My life's good. I'm happy to go on my lad's trip and crash it twice a year, whatever, right? The life that you need a vacation from is a normal life, bro. Why am I saying a normal life? Because you got to understand, yeah, that this is the normal life. This is the life that I was literally living a couple years ago, right? Let me describe it. Working a 9-to-5 job, kind of living paycheck to paycheck, not feeling fulfilled in your life, not pushing yourself, not really experiencing much of life because you're in a cycle of a 9-to-5, just Monday to Friday, kind of circle in a loop. You get to Monday, you look forward to Friday, you go crash it on the weekend, you get to Monday, you look forward to Friday. Same shit, bro. Yeah, it is a cycle. Yeah. So if I could describe this part or chapter of my life, right? The reason why I wanted to escape from this life and have a vacation from this type of life is because I felt unfulfilled, because I had 1 to 2 small escapism-led holidays per year. And what I mean by that is, you know when you're like this, bro, so you're probably like this right now, or how I used to be. I was in a part of my life where I was working a 9-to-5 job that genuinely just didn't make me happy, right? So I only had 28 days and a half of annual leave, whatever the hell that means, yeah? So what that means is I had to work in a job that didn't really fulfill me and genuinely make me happy for the majority of the year, only to have less than a month to be quote unquote free to go and do what I actually want, bro. Is that not crazy to you? Like, why are we just here accepting this is the norm? This is not the norm, bro. This does not make sense. I felt unfulfilled in my life, right? I used to have 1 to 2 small escapism-led holidays when me and the man then would be like, oh, let's go Portugal, or let's go Spain, or let's go Napa, or something like that, so I could go and escape from the life that I'd fallen into and built for myself. That's a problem, bro. Why do you have a life that you feel like you have to go and run away from, bro? It doesn't really make sense, right? This was me, right? Working from home, right? Actually being in my office or in the work office or working from home and trying to find every single excuse under the sun to allow me to not have to go into the office on that day. I'd make up so many excuses. Like some of my lies I used to make up and tell my manager was like, so I used to work in central London and I used to live outside of West London, and it would be like an hour and a half train. I used to say anything that I could to not have to go into the office and not be here in this toxic work environment, feeling mad anxious and having a lot of anxiety. So I used to say things like, if one of my trains got cancelled in the morning, I'd be like, someone had an accident on the train and the whole train line's been shut down, the Elizabeth line's not working, I'm not gonna be able to come in, right? Any excuse I could have that would be reasonable for me to escape and not have to go and face the reality, which is that I was in an environment working a 9-to-5 job that I didn't really like and did not fulfill me or make me feel good. So let's just pause right here. What I'm actually saying, trying to show you, is that of course you're gonna wanna have a vacation and you're gonna wanna escape this type of lifestyle, bro. It makes sense. It makes sense why I was always trying to call in sick from work. It makes sense why I was always trying to work from home. It makes sense why I was always trying to, you know, fly over here and fly over there and try and have a 4-day trip over here. It makes sense because I'm always trying to escape, right, from the current lifestyle that I was living. Why is that the norm? If you're watching this right now, you've probably been doing this, bro. You're probably here trying to get work, 4 months stacks of money, and then you're gonna be like, okay, cool, where can I go? I need to escape, I need to leave, I need to go and visit somewhere, right? Cool, you might be like, yeah, I wanna go and travel, but really and truly it's escapism, G. Why have you built a life for yourself that you constantly are trying to escape and leave, bro? It doesn't make sense. Someone's probably watching this, you're probably watching this right now, thinking, yeah, nah, Ty, I get that, but you know, not everyone's gonna wanna go and live homeless and go abroad and da-da-da-da-da. Completely understand that, but at the same time, shush. Yeah? So let's look at the pros equally and let's look at the cons. I don't wanna be here on some mad propaganda being like, oh, go quit your job, da-da-da-da. But let's actually weigh it up, the pros and the cons on paper. So what are the cons of living a quote unquote normal lifestyle? You know exactly what I mean. Working a 9-to-5 job, getting your 2K check per month, and really that's just it, right? You don't really like your job, you feel like you want to do more in life, but you're just kind of in a bit of a rut. Time's going past, before you know it, you're mid-20s, G, you're still in mumsy's house, right? Cool. The pros, I'll be fair. Pros are, you get a perception of stability, yeah? So what I'm trying to say is that if you're working your 9-to-5 job right now, bro, you think that your job's safe. You're probably making, I don't know, you could be making 1.6K working 4 days a week in Royal Mail, or you're working for an entry-level sales role getting paid 1.8K with some badly done comms, for example, yeah? You have a perception of stability. You're in a part of your life right now where you feel comfortable and you feel like your job's got you, and you feel like, yeah, I'm in my job, I get on my manager, me and him have good banter, rare-tete, it is what it is, like me and him get on, it's all right. You have a false sense of stability. So for you, you're probably happy and content because you feel like you've actually got some solid structure to stand on, and you feel like, yeah, this life I've got for myself is steady. I'm used to it. I've been at this job for 7 months now. I know my manager, things are good. In reality, that's not actually true, because as we all know, your company, your manager, your boss can either A, not allow you to get promoted, so they're stopping you from making more money, or B, right, they can make you redundant or just fire you at any given second, as we all know. But let me not even deal with that, because we're in the greens, we're talking pros. Calm. Second pro, predictable life. You're probably working a normal life, on living in a normal life, because it's predictable. You know how things go. You know that on Monday you go into work, you clock in, you have to do X amount of work. You know towards the end of the week, when you know Thursday's the last day you're in the office, you can go home and chill, and on Friday it's going to be easy. It's predictable, bro. So that means predictability leads to comfortability. So for you, one of the reasons why you're probably still living this normal type of lifestyle is because it's predictable, and you know what's going to be happening. You know your average week. You know that, okay, Monday, Tuesday I have my team call, Wednesday I got to get this work in, Thursday my manager's going to be a bit grumpy because of da-da-da-da, or I only got 10 minutes to show up into work late. Whatever it could be, you have a predictable lifestyle, bro. And for some people, I do completely understand that people like predictability. People like to have an expected list of occurrences. They want to know, okay, in the next 5 days, I want to know what's going to be going on. So I understand, because I used to be like this, hence why you see these pictures of me here, living that normal lifestyle, right? This is when I was living in a predictable manner. I used to go into the office on a Tuesday and a Thursday, some days even on a Wednesday. I knew that on Tuesday, right, I'm going to go for lunch and go and eat wasabi. It's going to cost me £9.98, and I get this drink and da-da-da-da-da. I know that if I go from the 3rd floor to the 5th floor, I know that my work friend is going to be there that I can talk to for a couple hours and just kind of, bunk off work for a little bit and just be on my phone. I know that on Thursdays, my manager's not going to be in till 12 because he's got a morning meeting, so I can really get away for the first 3 hours of the day, not doing shit. It's predictable. It's a predictable lifestyle, bro. And for some people, they need that. So if you're working in this type of normal lifestyle, I'm not condemning you. I understand, because as I've literally said so many times, I've literally been there like you, bro, right? The next pro as to why people live, you know, that kind of predictable life or in that 9-to-5 is this. There isn't one, right? Because I'll be all the way honest with you, these are the only 2 pros that I could really find when I listed down what are the pros about working and living in a normal life, bro, right? These, in my opinion, other than getting predictable income, a predictable salary at the end of the month, and you just knowing what your week's gonna look like, I genuinely see no other benefits, right? Let's not be fast and hasty, because when I was working in this 9-to-5 job and I was working in corporate for 2.5 years, there were some good skills that I took and pulled outside of my 9-to-5 job that I'm using now to run my online business. So leadership skills, public speaking, presentation skills, delegation skills, right? Team management, right? Understanding Excel spreadsheets and all this type of stuff. These are actually base level skills that I have taken, consumed, and transferred from my 9-to-5 life when I was in this world to now being an online business owner and, you know, being a remote entrepreneur. These are skills I've actually taken from my job. But genuine reasons as to why I should stay in the normal lifestyle, you know, working like this, 2-3 days a week in the office, then, you know, requesting, 28 and a half days annual leave. So I'm going to request 5.5 days off, you know, because if I request Monday to Friday, that means I've got the weekend before the weekend after. I've got 9 days now. Me living this type of lifestyle, obviously I'm going to want to escape, bro. It makes sense. There is no other pros, in my opinion, genuinely, and I'm trying to be nice here, that come with living a normal, mundane lifestyle. Let's look at the cons, right? Constant need of escapism. So what I mean by constant need of escapism, right, is you're probably working your 9-to-5 job right now, yeah? And if you had to live like this for the next 2 years without changing your routine, bro, how happy would you genuinely be? Genuinely. Pause this video, think about this. If I had to stay in my job, stay in this like cycle for the next 18 months of my life, no gaps, no breaks, no holidays, nothing, would I really feel fulfilled? Would I really feel happy? Or would I feel stressed, overworked, underappreciated, burnt out, and the rest of it, and underpaid, if I ain't said that already? Genuinely, when you're working the normal lifestyle, just like I was over here, there's a constant need of escapism, bro. I was in my office, yeah, at work, on fucking Skyscanner, bruv, like twice a week, looking at where do I want to go next, or, you know, saying to my work colleagues, oh, like, Annabelle, you know, Greece is looking kind of cheap at the moment, you know, it's only £290 for a one-way, should we just call in Sitch? Quick one, yeah? Like, this is my actual life and what I was doing, bro. Like, resonate with me, because I know you do anyways, bro. I don't need to say too much, because I know you're feeling this right now. There's a constant need for you to go and escape and leave your current environment. So what does that say? Why has society programmed you into thinking that it's normal to live a lifestyle that you have to, you know, periodically and consistently run away from? Does that make sense? Why would you want to build a life for yourself that you feel like you always have to escape? Why is it norm to just go and work a 9-to-5 job, right? Then try and put your hand up and ask for a promotion every 8 months and probably get rejected, right? While simultaneously trying to go and book an escape and go and have like a 9-day bender because you just want to I just need to be free and get away from this. Why? It doesn't make sense to me. Low income, don't know why you said tax here, mate, chill out, right? Low income, if you're working in a normal life, I can almost guarantee, right, that you are not content with the amount of money that you're making, right? It's enough for you to get by, but it's not enough for you to actually feel like you are being paid in accordance to the amount of work, energy, and effort you're putting into the job. I've got some stats coming up, me and ChatGPT having a big ass convo, right, for me to put this video for you lot. And I'm bringing some actual stats up about how much the average salary is for the average person, right? We're gonna get into that, yeah? Number don't lie. Anyways, yeah, low income, bro. If you're like anything like me at this stage of my life, bro, yeah, you're probably working a 9-to-5 job and also thinking about a side hustle that you can start. You're probably working a 9-to-5 job and starting to get into Forex or appointment setting or being an online fitness coach or doing something to make money elsewhere, bro, because this alone is not enough, right? Especially if you're living in the West, this alone is not enough. Here, I was making like 1.9K, right? I'm pretty sure. A month, maybe even probably less than that, right? And the funny thing is, I used to go to work 3 to 4 days a week, and every time I used to go into work, it cost me like £10, £15 really. It cost me like £8 on the train to there and back, right? And probably cost me like another £10 for lunch, genuinely. Like, I couldn't even afford to go into work on a consistent basis, right? And actually pay for my travel, right? And actually pay for food. I'd be here rugging around some clunky ass backpack with mum's curry goat and me making some shitty little burnt pasta in my fucking packed lunch that I'd bring with me to work, bro, because I couldn't afford to actually go and purchase food. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Why am I here living this type of lifestyle, which is not even enough income for me to even do the job and get there to work on time and eat? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make sense. Why are we just accepting this life, right? Just is the normal. Doesn't make sense. What is normal, right? Unsatisfied with your income. As I have said before, I can almost guarantee that you're working a 9-to-5 job, not content, and probably feeling to yourself, damn, like, maybe I should start this side hustle or start this business outside and start a 5 to 9. Like, we've all been there, right? You got the 9 to 5, but you're thinking, okay, 5 to 9, what else could I be doing? Minimal life experience, right? The simple fact that you want to go on 2 to 3 holidays per year is because you are not getting enough XP in your job, bro. Right? This is not me like, oh, tell your manager, Ty said, you know, fuck you right now. I'm not saying that. But what I'm just saying is, let's be logical. Let's actually be logical and understand you are living in a life right now that you constantly need to escape from Why is it that you need to escape from it? What makes you feel like you need to escape and have a holiday or escape and have a vacation from it? Why? Right? Minimal life experience, because you ain't living enough, bro. You're living in a mundane lifestyle, Monday to Friday, work, work, office, home, weekend, work, office, home, weekend. It's just a cycle, bro. You're not having that much actual XP, experience points, to be like, yeah, I'm actually seeing the world, exploring and doing stuff. In my experience, when I was working in corporate, I was a bit, I'm not gonna say lucky, because I work for my position, right? But I pitched a job role to the CEO of my past company, whatever, right? And it actually allowed me to travel. So I got flown to Cannes in France with my old company. I got flown to Norway to lead a public speaking event in front of 500 people in a theatre, right? I actually got to travel. Went to Scotland. Not like that's really a holiday if you're from the UK, but you get my point. But I got to travel, and even me, and I was able to travel like up to 4 times a year with work. Still ain't enough, because I'm here on my work laptop sending emails, pussyfooting around my manager, thinking about what's next and when I got to go for, wondering what's going to be on my next progress report. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, man. It's not enough life experience for me to be content and satisfied with the life that I am living, right? You are not in control of your income, so therefore you are not in control of your life. If you are someone who is content living that normal lifestyle, right, just understand that if you're like how I was right here, bro, you are not in control of your life. Do you understand that? I hope you watch this and get pissed off, bro. Subscribe on the way, innit? But you are not in control of your life. Let me break it down to you, yeah? If your manager controls your income, let's even break that down, because you're like, oh, my manager controls my income. Shush. Yes, she does. Yes, they do. Because if you're working a job, right, and you're working as an exec or a senior manager or senior executive, doesn't even matter, right? What's going to happen when at the end of the year, you've got your progress report, performance review, whatever it's called, yeah? And you feel like you've done well and you actually request for a promotion. So you want to go from 21K a year to 24K a year. And then your manager reviews it, comes back to you 2 weeks later and says, hi, Ty, we're not able to promote you because there's budget cuts. We're looking at promoting you in the next 15 months, right? That extra £3,000 that you was going to make in a year, right, could have been an extra, I don't know, £242 after tax. So you could have got paid, right, £2,100 a month to £2,350 a month, £2,350. That extra £250 could have been money that you put into your investments, into your S&P. Ain't no financial advisor, I'm just a real guy. That extra £250 could have been money that you've given to your mum to help her with her mortgage. That extra £250 could have been money you spent on experiences to do things that you actually want to do, right? So imagine if your manager controls your income, she controls the amount of money you have, she controls the amount of freedom you have, the amount of money you can invest, the amount of money you can save, the amount of money you can give back to your family, everything. Your manager controls your life, bro, right? You can't even argue with me, because calls might piss you off, but it's true. If you're right, living in the normal lifestyle, you are not in control of your life. If you're working a 9-to-5 job, right, and you're not even in a like consulting role, right, or you're not really doing these things, you are not in control of your life, bro. Get pissed off, cool, whatever, whoop-de-woo, cool boys, let's move on, right? You're not in control of your life. And that's something that I realized, bro, here. And I'm saying that because I've been there, as you can see. Look at this scruffy ass top, no gym, what's going on, yeah? I was not in control of my life, bro. I had no ownership and fixed working hours, right? I had to be in the office Monday, Wednesday, Friday, regardless of whether I was in the mood, not in the mood, ill, something happened with my family, had a big argument with a friend, doesn't matter, I have to be in the office. Ty, you better sit your bum, right? 8:57 here on the 3rd floor, right? 2 seats behind Stacy, opposite the coffee machine, right? And you best get that ThinkPad open, bruv, and you better be logged on, bruv. I don't want to see no scraps, no nines on your laptop. G, you're working right now. Yeah, that's exactly what my life was like, right? Micromanagement and office politics, bro. How many of us, oh my God, I'm getting flashbacks, bro. I used to go into the office, yeah, and there's just bare little politics and like gossip and all this nonsense that's going on in the office with these random people I don't even know, and they're not even my friends, bro. And we're going into the office and it's like a bloody passive aggressive war zone, bro. Like people are in there, this person don't like that person because they got the promotion, this person resents this person because they got the job quicker than them and they're leading this and the manager likes them more. All this nonsense, bro. Office politics, like bloody hell, bro. That stuff used to genuinely give me anxiety, bro. It used to give me anxiety because I'm like, bruv, what is this? Is this Hollyoaks? Is this actually EastEnders, bro? Like, what is all this, like, politics and nonsense that's going on in the office, bro? I'm here to just make money and go home, bro. Allow it, please. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or micromanagement. I used to get micromanaged by my old manager, and I actually filed a complaint. I was like, you know what, allow it, because you're on me too much, right? I don't understand why I'm being micromanaged. I'm a young adult. Like, can we actually like just take a step back? Like, cool, I might not be the best at doing this Excel spreadsheet and calculating click-through rate, but can we just chill out? Like, I'm actually an adult. You don't need to be here breathing on me, bro. And this is what comes with living in the normal life, bro. And this is my exact point, because these are all the things that I had to face because of the fact that I was living unfulfilled in my life, and I wasn't really confident in myself enough to go and take the risk and be like, you know what, I deserve more than this. I deserve more than I'm being given right now. I deserve way more than all of this type of stuff that you can see right here on your screen. Nah, living for the weekend, do I even need to go into this one and explain it? Living for the weekend, waiting for it to get to Friday so you and your boys can go out, go club, go crash it, go be free until Sunday, and then on Sunday you're feeling a little bit of anxiety because you're like, oh, sake, I've got to go back to work tomorrow, dreading it, da-da-da-da-da. You don't even want to be doing that, bro. I know that feeling you get in your stomach, G, on the weekend. I know, G, because I've had, you know what I'm saying? I felt that as well, bro. So my point is, yeah, living in the normal life, right? Of course you're going to want an escape from it, bro. I understand. Light bulb moment. I understand why you want a vacation from it. I understand why you want to escape that life. I understand why you want to go and be free for 28 and you want to use up all of those annual leave days, bro. I understand, right? Because you're only free for less than 8% of the year, bro, when you really calculate it, right? And then, as a result, the travel you do get to go on, so you've got 7 days to be free. You go to Marbella with the missus or whatever. You're now overspending on travel and crashing it on a holiday, spending way more money than you really anticipated to, because you want to just go and get as much experience and XP points in a shortened window, which is going to be a lot more expensive because you're not even living there long term, because, you know, you're trying to just like have the best holiday in the shortest amount of time. So you're just having an escape. You're not having an experience for the majority of the time. Like when I was, let's go back, Ty, what are you doing? Who are you to tell me? When I was working in my 9-to-5 job, right, I used to go Portugal with the man them. I went on loads of different holidays, a couple times, right? This was mainly like 2023, really, to be honest with you, yeah? I don't even think I took a holiday. And this is why I'm making this video and got these specific pictures, because everything I've listed here is literally what was in my mind underneath this do-rag and cap at this time of my life. Anyways, went on a holiday and you just don't want to go back. Going to Albufeira with the boys. I didn't even want to leave, bro, because I'm like, you know what? I'm dreading going back, bro. And I don't want to go back. I'm spending more, extending my stay, doing anything I can but to go back to this type of lifestyle, which is a problem. Why is this the norm? I don't understand. Why is this the norm, bro? This is a problem. You should not want to be content living like this, bro, right? Living a normal life is uninspiring and it's restrictive. So on the flip side, Ty, cool, you got your point across, whatever. I'm living a normal life, calm, like whatever, innit? What's next, G? Well, what is your dream life? Because if that's the normal life, what is the normal kind of dream that everyone wants to go after? And I would argue that if you're someone who's been working in corporate for a long while and you're tired of that, you just need a break because you probably feel burnt out. And you probably think that the life that you want is to be somewhere on a beach, at a beach club with some pretty chicks, whatever, living your life, not having no worries in the world and just being completely unemployed and just being like a pretty bum, basically, right? Which is not the lifestyle that you actually want. You think you want this type of lifestyle, but that's only because you're acting out of, response to you being so restricted because you've been living this type of lifestyle for so long. Does that make sense? So many people think that the life I want, I wish I could just, be living on an island for 6 months and not have to work. But if you was living like that, you probably wouldn't even enjoy it and you'd probably end up depressed, bro. Let's be real, right? It's unrealistic. So what is the goal? I can't tell you what your goal should be, but I can tell you what my goal is and you can just go from there, right? My goal is to have an online income. Why? Because if I have an online income and I'm able to make a living and make money on my laptop, on my phone, and with sufficient Wi-Fi, I no longer have to be going through half of these things. I no longer have to only be free for X amount of days, no longer have to live for the weekend, definitely ain't got to be doing no office politics or micromanagement. There is no fixed work hours, right? And the rest of it, dependable. I'll be realistic with you. My goal is to have an online income so that will enable me to go and explore and travel the world and actually have more of an experience in my life. So what I'm really trying to say is if you add this plus this, that equals true location freedom. This right here is my goal. I'm not telling you what your goal should be. I'm telling you what my goal is. My goal is to be able to have true location freedom. That is what I've always wanted, right? To not be restricted to only making money, in, Oxford Circus in central London or in Marylebone, wherever my office was, right? Or in my office at home that was just a desk in my dusty ass room opposite my PS4, right? My goal is to have true location freedom, right? So let's ask ourselves, which version actually brings us or brings me closest to my goal? Is it this version of me? Is it 9-to-5 office life Ty Smelly, making 2K a month in his job, constantly looking for an escape and talking to the man them in the Snapchat group chat and saying, bro, when are we gonna go on the next holiday, bro? Let's go on this trip. I can't CBA for this shit, Is this gonna get me location freedom? Obviously not, right? Compared to this version of me, the version of me that I am now, a remote entrepreneur who has uncapped income. Am I saying, hey, yeah, like I'm making 8 figures per month and I got this crypto coin here in Bangkok, and I'm not saying none of that shit. But what I am saying is that my income here is uncapped. I'm no longer capped at making only £2,224 and 76p at the end of every month, getting paid on the 25th or a day earlier because of Monzo, right? My income is literally uncapped, right? Because I'm a remote entrepreneur who's building an online business wherever I want to be in the world, right? Who is living, experiencing, and building at the same time. I didn't say that the opposite of this is saving up 6.5 grand and going to backpack through fucking Vietnam. I didn't say that. What I'm doing here is building a business, right? An online income, building an online business, right? Allowing me to be a remote entrepreneur, right? Having uncapped income, right? Dependent on me and how much effort I put in is what amount of remuneration that I get back, right? And I'm able to live, experience, and build. Why am I able to build, experience, and live? Because my income is no longer attached to one specific location. This is the goal that I've always wanted to live. Am I being like, oh my days, I'm living through my wildest dreams? Cool, right? Kind of am, but the goal's always going to be bigger. Us as humans always are going to want to be always going to be wanting to reach a progressive goal. That's what makes humans humans, bro. We always want to be going on to the next thing. Right now, I'm on to the next thing, right? But as a simple rule of thumb, I went from this, right? This here, basically, if we can summarize this version of my life, this is a life that I need to escape from as many times as I can possibly. I need to catch a break. I need to escape from this life. The life that I live now, genuinely, and this is not me selling you on materialism. This is not me like, oh, like the life I live now, I'm in fucking Dubai with the sheikhs, I'm not there. This is not me, oh, I'm in a high rise, who cares, right? The flex, as I've said in previous videos, freedom. Freedom is the flex, my boy. The flex here is that I am able to make money wherever I am in the world. Right? As long as I got my fucking 2023 MacBook and my whatever, my Wi-Fi and whatever, I can make money. I'm actually good, right? I'm not tied to making money in one singular place and or location, right? That is the flex, bro. Money aside, freedom is the flex, boys, and I want you to really understand that, yeah? Freedom is the flex for me to live, experience, and build simultaneously as a remote entrepreneur, have an uncapped income, right? So what is the difference between the two? Because, you know, as far as I'm seeing, one of them looks a lot bigger and post-pubescent compared to the other one who looks a bit shy and a bit, you know what I mean, there with his little think pad. What's the difference between the two? The difference between the two is that one of these guys found a way to make money online and actually see the world, right? Compared to the other one of these guys who didn't because he was too scared to take the risk and is still stuck in a cycle of escapism and unfulfillment. Do I need to say anything else, lads? And you got to ask yourself, which one are you more leaning towards right now? Be honest with yourself. Cool, I know this might be a harsh conversation, our bro's on me today. Yes, I am on you, G, right? Which one are you in right now? Why? Why? You know what I'm trying to say? Which one are you in right now? And are you even happy being in the kind of position I'm in right now? Let's look at the stats, because I'm a Caribbean man and, you know, a very famous artist, Popcorn, made a song called Number Don't Lie. One month a girl with me on, yeah. Number don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie, bro. So let's actually look at the numbers, yeah? Cool. Me and my boy GPT Chat had a little conversation, right, for the nation, right? And he said to me, as of 2025, the average monthly earnings for a 22-year-old, right, in the US and UK vary, right? In the US, I'm 22, so this is why I got 22-year-olds, right? And I know a lot of you are in your 20s, right? In the US, the average salary, right, is just under £3,000 USD a month, right? Which is probably about 2.4 about 2.5K US GBP, right? So if you're making 3K USD, it's about 2.5K GBP, right? For the UK dons, right, the average is low G. We need to get this average up, bro, right? If you're in the UK right now, you're 22 years old, right, and you're working a full-time job, your average salary is less than £2,000 a month, bro. It's 1.6K, 1.7K. So let's be conservative, right? Let's be conservative and say that you're above average, you know, just to kind of give you that bit of dopamine, right? Yeah, let's say that you're above average, right? Because when I was living like this, when I got my first proper 9-to-5 job, I was already making about 1.8K a month, I'm pretty sure, right? Compared to when I got this promotion, I was then making about 2.5K per month, right? So I was above average. So let's say you're like me, right? Above average as well. Sick, good for you. Even if you're making 2.5K a month, G, say you're making even 3K, I'll be conservative. Say you're making 3,000 GBP a month, right? 40-hour weeks, strenuous. We've already went through the pros and cons. Is it really worth it, G? Is it really worth it? Cool, you're making, you know, a bit more money, you know, mumsy's happy in that, you know, you got a job, but is it really worth it, bro? Genuinely, right? Is it really worth it for you to just get a check at the end of the month, right? And have all these things that you're going to be contending with, right? Constant need to escape, I don't even need to look. Constant need for escape, low income, not being satisfied, micromanagement and all that nonsense in the work office, all this type of stuff, bro. Is it actually worth it? I'll let you sit with that, right? Because for me, hell no, bro. No, it was not worth it, G. I don't care how much you pay me. It was not worth it to be in expense of my freedom and of my peace of mind, bro, because it's priceless. It's deeper than you just being like, oh, bros, you know, bros selling courses. It's deeper than that, G. It's like, no, I do not want to be working in this office, right, stuck, knowing that in 2024, 2021, right, my age mates are literally making money online is endless, bro. Why can't I get a slice, which you actually can, right? So for me, nah. I wanted to be like this and live the lifestyle that I'm currently living right now. I'm not saying I'm going to be content living the way I am now, but you get my point. Let's be rational, right? So let's look, because you boys are probably thinking, yeah, but the thing is I'm stuck because I don't want to live a life I need vacation from, but I don't know how to actually make money online. Shush. I've really got you. So let's even move it away from me, right? So the lifestyle I live now, right? Building and running my online business, documenting my life, overall top G, right? And just an all-round stand-up guy. Right? But let's say that you're someone who's looking to go and build that online income, right? And you don't know how or what to actually do. You want to see examples. Here you go, bro. Because it's realistic. Let's look at my boy Joe. I'm literally doing a podcast with bro later today. You're going to see this if it's not out already. Yeah? Joe, before he was out having location freedom in his early 20s, right? He was doing a job as a labor man, bro, welding. He even had it worse than me, bro. He wasn't even in the office, G. He was, I don't know what you call them people who are doing welding and that. He was doing whatever, yeah? He was welding and that, bro. Real come-up story, bro. And now he's stopped welding because he's got a taste of what it's like to have location freedom. And I guarantee he will say himself he would never go back to that welding job, right? Why? Because he's understood how to make money online, right? And how to actually have true location freedom. Joe is currently working as an appointment setter, right? So he's literally warming up prospects on behalf of someone else who has a bigger offer. He's doing an online sales job, for those of you who don't know what that is, right? He's working on 3 offers and he's looking to make about 5K on target earnings, if not more, right? Traveling through Southeast Asia, recently just came back from Bali, now currently in Thailand. Who knows where he's gonna be next month? Who knows where I'm gonna be next month? So my simple point is, it is so possible and the opportunities are out there, bro. You need to just go and find them, right? Go back through my old videos, but this ain't even the point of this video, right? But how many times have you heard me, right? Or other people tell you about different ways that you can make even just 2K. Because even if you go back here, right, and you're someone who wants to have location freedom, all it really takes, bro, is for you to be able to make about 2K GBP, so 2.5K USD, for you to actually go and move to the place in the world where you want to. Because if you're anything like me, the majority of you watching this video, probably if you want to go and move abroad, you want to go and move to Southeast Asia, or you want to go and move to South America. Let's be all the way real. So really and truly, all you need to learn how to do is to be able to make a full-time income, average salary, just online, right? And Joe has now cracked the code to being able to do that, right? And that is exactly why he's traveling and having location freedom. Oh, cool, Joe's, you know, I don't want to be in an appointment, so I don't want to be on my phone, Cool. My boy Kevin, right? Both of these boys are in my network, right? Kevin, we literally just helped Kevin land his own role, right, as an SDR. So he's working as an online sales rep, making calls every day, right, to get people booked in for an actual call where they can get closed, right, onto the offer that he's working for, right? Again, 5K on target earnings. He's got a base salary, right, which is more than the UK average salary as his base, and he gets commission on top. So just like that, Not only is he a real bad man, he also now has unlocked location freedom just like that, and no longer has to be like how I was, right? Living like this. This is not me trying to be like, oh, these boys are lit and you lot ain't it. I'm just simply showing you boys that the opportunities are actually out there, and there's no reason why you have to be stuck living in this stage of your life if you actually don't want to. I have found a way. Kevin's found a way. Joe's found a way. You can find a way if you actually want it. Look, this is what he said in the network literally last week. I landed an SDR role with Aaron, so great way to finish off the weekend. Bro's really just trying to keep it humble, but he's gassed because now, right, he's got location freedom. It's as simple as that, right? Go and find a way, boys. Like, the opportunities are actually out there, and the opportunities for you are endless, bro. Right? So I wanted to make this video to give you an insight into how to build a life you don't need vacation from. And the simple answer is, a life that you don't need vacation from is a life that allows you to have location freedom and allows you to make money online without you feeling like you have to be trapped to one singular location, right? It's as simple as that. Am I saying that it's easy? No, but life ain't easy, and odds are you're probably working a 9-to-5 job that ain't too easy either. It's just comfortable, right? And it's just predictable, right? A life that you don't need vacation from, like my boy Joe over here or like my boy Kevin over here, is a life where you're able to make money simply from your laptop and your phone and Wi-Fi. That's literally it. I don't even know what part of the country, what country this boy, my boy Kevin, is in right now. I'm pretty sure he might still be in Thailand. Who knows? He might be in Vietnam. Who actually knows, right? That is the beauty of unlocking online income, right? Online sales role. There was no CV needed. There was no 12-round interview process. There was no LinkedIn application needed, right? They've been able to land an online role to make money online sales role, right? Which just takes competence. If you're really hungry and you're really about it, bro, you can actually go and do it. It's not even very difficult, right? I give out roles just like these two boys have got very, very frequently within my network, right? Because the opportunities are actually there. So if you are saying by the end of this video, oh, I don't know what to go and do, that's your own problem, because this is literally the whole blueprint that you need to be able to get out of living a life that you constantly need to escape from, right? All right, love.